honor, representing Brazil. Let's hear for Lamec Luta. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make for you Brazilian warrior, Lamec Luta.
Yet to see a fight go the distance in the SKSM. But we've seen some beautiful knockouts, some beautiful fights. What will we witness now? But Ali, thank you for joining us for this tonight's event. But we've got our main event action.
Very well built for the weight class, but he's going up against Fung from Orsansak, a gym that have then trained one Muay Thai session in the afternoon, and they'll do everything. So let's see. I'm really intrigued to see how this main event's going to go, Jimmy.
Here we are, folks. Main event action happening already. Central ring for these gentlemen. So Lamec in the white shorts, Fung in the black shorts with a gold trim. A nice kick to the body landed by Fung early, but a very slow start for both of these fighters in comparison to the previous fights.
Yeah, both these two look like they're well built for the weight class. Almost similar in height as well. Looks like they're pretty much the same height.
Some defense being used by Fung already. Exactly what he needs to do in the first round. Get as much information and reactions from your opponent as you can.
You see there from Lamec early on, that's a veteran move, touch the glove to close the distance. We saw that a couple of times in the previous fights where we saw fighters miss the mark completely there as they threw a body kick. That's a veteran move, touching the glove of your opponent so you know where they are, you can find the range. See Lamec cutting off Fung as well as he moves laterally to the outside. Fung doing
asking for a little bit more action. So of course when we see these 5-round Muay Thai fighters, the first few rounds tend to take a bit of time off, get a little bit of information, then speed up in the later half of the fight. But none of these 3-round fights, you've got to get going, and a nice kick to the body landed by Fung.
Yeah, that was a well-timed left body kick.
A little bit of temper action going on here with Fung. Starting off with some slow temper, false sense of security, and then whips that body kick in. But in clinch action for both of these fighters, as you can see.
There is a foul in Muay Thai. Can't hold on to the ropes and strike. Low kick there from Lamec. It's been a battle of the low kicks at the moment on the outside.
Central ring again to go of this round. A little bit of a slow round match going on right in front of us. Every tool being used, and he captures the kick and attempts the counter. But Fung gets himself out of danger. Big flying knee as you predicted, Ali.
Yeah, you see Fung is very wary of staying in clinching range, staying in the pocket with Lamec. Doesn't want to get walked down by one of these.
Fung on that front foot now, whips in a left hook upstairs, into the clinch they go. Both fighters exchanging knees. Lamec with the knees to the midsection, just zapping some energy away. Referee puts the pressure on, brings him back in central ring. Nice low kick.
He's done a pretty good job controlling the fight on the outside. Now we go into the clinch. Lamec trying to fight for a position right there, but didn't get enough time. And that is the end.
Powerful knockouts in the previous fights, but this is main event action. These two fighters are setting their board up.
I think it's just going to start to heat up in round 2. We'll get to that in a minute. Seeing the straight left knee as he went into the clinch. I definitely think that's where he...
Stadium, the heart of Bangkok. And here we are, round number 2 for this main event action. Brazil taking on Hong Kong. Lamec in the white, Fung in the black, and Lamec on that front foot, charging down Fung.
Again, straight knee from Lamec, beautiful straight left knee, and into the clinch he goes, burying his head into the neck of Fung, trying to get a vice grip lock going, but hasn't got a very secure lock, fighting his hand above there, the top position, grabbing the top of the neck. Big jacket, Jimmy.
Some beautiful technical Muay Thai going in, inside elbow there by Fung, attempted the jab, starting to be thrown out by Lamec, but he's still on that front foot, still trying to cut off the ring here. Big right hand upstairs by Lamec into the
low body lock dump there, where he had his arms wrapped around the lower back of his opponent, and then tried to use his front left foot to trip him, but the referee stopped him from doing that. Just didn't get enough time. Here come the knees in. Much better with the knees from Fung. He's got to fight the top position though. This is better from him. He's got to try and get his one arm over to control the neck, and the other arm to control one of Lamec's arms. And they're just going knee right here. Good sweep attempt there from Fung. And it's great to see the referees letting this clinch go.
Yeah, absolutely. The referees letting them work in. That's the main thing. We get to witness some great clinch warfare. Knee for knee. These who zap the most energy Delivering knees is tiring, but taking a knee is tiring too. Back into the action they go. Nice upwards elbow by Fung.
On there, lift his knee up, almost like doing high knees in football when you're warming up. Well, that's a good way to close the distance and get your opponent thinking, what we're doing here. High guard here from both fighters. Good body shot there from Fung. He wants to land that, and that's a signature move, signature shot from the Orsansuk gym.
And he's demonstrating it well. He started this fight in the first round with a nice kick to the body. A nice 1-2 right down the pipe there by Fung.
And that's exactly what Kruot told him to do in between rounds. Use your straight punches to set up the left hook to the body.
You can see a slight well underneath the right eye of Fung. So these jabs and these elbows are definitely getting through by Lamec. But into the clinch you go. The crowd are cheering for knees. He's looking up for some instructions from his corner for 35 seconds. Fung ending that exchange a little bit stronger than Lamec.
Yeah, Fung as well, attacking the legs of Lamec with these low kicks. It's a good tactic to use against someone like Lamec, who's very tall, lanky built for the weight class. You definitely want to do that against a taller fighter. Just go after their legs as best you can with low kicks.
Final 10 seconds and we're already officially at the longest fight of tonight for the SKS Empire, but Lamec makes it to his feet and we're going into a third.
And that is the end.
Fung really getting those shots into the body, whipping them in, the signature move as Ali mentioned. But Ali, if you could talk us through some of these replays.
Yeah, we saw the beginning of the round. Lamec went straight into work in the clinch, just throwing knees straight at Fung, breaking him down as best he could, just holding on for dear life in a constricting lock, landing the knees up the middle. Fung did try and answer back. I mean, I think the best shot that Fung threw.
Very different rule set, but here we are. Third and final round. Lamec from Brazil takes on Fung from Hong Kong. Round number 3, SKS Empire live at Rajadamnern Stadium. Main event action underway.
Fung again using these left body kicks. Lamec coming back with some of his own.
Very active now is Lamec in comparison, but back into the clinch and clinching in the center of the ring. As you can see, a good battle for arm placement with Lamec just placing his knee on the hip of Fung.
That looked like a short left hook there from Fung, and they go straight back into the clinch. Great swim there from Lamec, using his right arm to swim through to get the vice grip lock over the top. Not a very tight vice
by Fung, but of course Lamec still in this fight. We're only 1 minute in. A nice check there, but a nice kick to the body landed by Lamec. Fung again in that clinch, trying to get those knees up. But some nice hand placement by Lamec to really try and wrench down on that neck of Fung.
Yeah, he's doing that, trying to get the vice grip lock going, trying to land those straight knees up the middle and to the side as well. It's working out for him so far.
Referee breaks him apart. We're already halfway through this round. 1 minute 35 to go of this fight, and again he puts him to the canvas, and this is definitely scoring, but the referee caught that one. Does not allow it. Definitely a little bit too much heel action. Big jab and a right hand down the middle once again. Into the clinch they go.
Yeah, I mean, the referee's more so now. You can't sweep using the back of your heel or with the sole of your foot. Upward elbow arch, trying to march down Fung as best he can, trying to get into that clinch.
What is going through Lamec's head right now?
I think he just wants to play catch up at the moment. Like you said, I think those sweeps really did go in Fung's favour. He thinks at least. But it depends how the judges saw the last 2 rounds as well.
That's the interesting thing. We get to see from their panel of the ring, so it might be scored a little bit differently from what you're seeing at home. But a nice 1-2 right down the middle by Fung, and a nice teep to the chest as well. Fung looking a little bit more springier than he was before.
Great elbow there. Saw that inside upward elbow from Lamec, and then went for a spinning elbow as well, looked like.
I think we may have some blood trickling out the eye from somewhere, but a nice kick, and there it is over the left eye of Lamec, the blood trickling down indeed right at the end of the round. But what Fung may have stolen that round and won that fight, Ali.
I mean, he started off with these body kicks on the outside, and then he was just very patient, and it paid off inside the clinch. Fung was able to do. Also Lamec at times too. It was a real chess match between these two. On the outside, Fung was aggressive with his own punches too, and Lamec trying some fancy
Red corner!